Uh, Welcome, my dear viewer, to Dr. Paul Kebicho, PhD, QB, HSC, YouTube channel. I want to salute all of you this Sunday, first day of May 2022. I hope the Lord has taken good care of you, just like He has done to me. I've just come back from church. Today, I attended the church service at Nyeri PC St. Cuthbert Church. I thank God for that. And today, I believe that if I'm away for 1 or 2 days, I normally get a lot of texts and some calls who I have not been able to come to our platform, which I have done today. And I want to welcome all of you. And I want us to look at a few things. The qualities that a good investor possesses. Because we've been talking about investment for quite a long time now. And I thought it was wise. As much as this investment debate has been purely for our people, the people who speak our direct, I thought it was good for me just to come and share with you a few things pertaining to uh, the qualities that investors possess. And why am I so particular on the qualities that investors possess? Because we are all in the field of investment. I have been talking about investment for quite a long time now, and more so for the last almost 7 months since we started a company called Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. As a matter of fact, we are only 5 months away to be a 1 year old company, but the results have been phenomenal. So we normally say, before I start giving the qualities that investors possess, an average investor uses his money. Note that an average investor uses his money and invests the rest. So an average investor is somebody who is not very serious with investment. So he first of all spends his money before he now sets aside money to invest. And therefore, we are saying an average investor uses his money and invests the rest, while a good investor invests his money first and uses the rest. Note the difference between the two. And I want to lay emphasis on this because I believe we have got individuals who might be victims of those two statements. We are saying an average investor uses his money and invests the rest. So, in other words, you are only investing what we call the surplus, which ought not to be the case. But we are saying a good investor invests his money and uses the rest. Period. There's nothing else. So you must set aside money even before you spend your money. Investment comes first, because by the end of the day, it is what you have invested that will come in when you need that particular money handy. So we are saying, let's go to what we call the qualities that a good investor possesses. And I'm telling you this out of experience. I've been able to do it's only that people don't realize that we do a lot of research out there. And I thank God for those people who take our information very, very seriously. And I'm happy that I've met men and women who are very, very serious in my financial journey, in my investment journey. And some of those serious investors, I thank God, are part of our investment company called Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. So I have a lot of joy when I'm talking about investments. So one of the things that makes somebody to invest your money, you don't just do it, you don't just invest money for leisure. You don't just invest money because there's an avenue that has been created for investment. You invest your money because you have a goal that you want to achieve financially. There are so many goals in life. We say it is purely because of your goal setting that makes you to venture into a given investment vehicle so that your dream can be realized. Some of us people have dreams of retiring on our brain gracefully. Others, we have goals of educating our children up to the highest levels possible. Others have dreams of buying a car. Others have dreams of building a house, building rental houses, or even going to holiday. So depending on the plan that you have, that is what now drives you into an investment vehicle. And remember, your failure to plan in your life, failing to plan becomes plans to fail. And there is a price to be paid. Something else that we must always remember is that any good investor worth his or her name has a very clear financial goal. So those people who invest their money in various investment vehicles, remember you do it because you have a financial goal. Point number 2, another quality of a good investor is knowledge. The Bible says in the book of Hosea 4:6 that my people perish for lack of knowledge because they have refused to seek it. Most of us people, we have access. Like now, I've been reading all the newspapers since this man called, since our president, that president passed on. These are the newspapers. I have all of them here. Uh-huh. I have the newspapers here since the president passed on. They are here with me. And I have gotten a lot, I have learned a lot from this economist called Mwai Kibaki. Because I'm also in the field of economics, because I'm in the field of investments, I took trouble. Even today's newspaper, both of them are with me here. As a matter of fact, they are here with me. The Sunday Standard, and I've got what we call the Saturday Nation. I know they're talking about the same individual, but I know I'll pick a few things from each newspaper. The most unfortunate thing that I have come to realize in my 30 years career is that some of us people, we are extremely ignorant, that most of us people, we don't bother to go to Business Week. When business news are blocked on televisions, we switch off to other channels. We better go to what we call Maria. If not Maria, we go to this other problem that has been there. But I'm telling you, the most important thing for you to become a serious investor is by having knowledge. When you know better, you do better. A good investor possesses knowledge on the market. Now, when we talk about treasury bills, what does it entail? When we talk about treasury bonds, what do they entail? When we talk about collective investment vehicles, what do they entail? When we talk about mutual funds, what do they entail? When we talk about commercial papers, what do they entail? When we talk about hedging, what does it entail? We have all the information with us, so that as we even put money into various investment vehicles, we have a lot of information that makes us people to make the right choices when it comes to investments. So another good quality of an investor is having what we call knowledge. And we normally say, and a good investor possesses the knowledge of the market, and he understands the position of his funds. Like, we are investing at Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. I'm so happy when I see people come, and I thank God for those who have found time to come to the office. Remember, it's about your money and your tomorrow. It's about your sweat. It's about your energy. It's about your exertion of thinking that you generate that particular money. So it's important to get to know how are my funds being managed. A good investor takes keen interest on where or his money gets invested. It is very, and I don't feel offended when somebody asks me, like, how somebody is going to join us today. The first question that this person raised was, how are you investing our money? A very, very pertinent question. And I explained it to him, and he found it necessary to become part of Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. It's very, very important. The other thing, or the other quality of a good investor, is what you call having made the right decision. I have been told, and I have met people, and I'm not going to lie to you today, that I have been selling insurance personally. I have met some individuals who have got children who are actually getting prepared to go to various levels of education, but you see a parent being unable to make a decision. It pains me a lot. Or the person or this individual gets another person who has already cleared or completed educating his children, and he comes now intoxicating this particular individual that he loses track of his life. So let me tell you, muscles get power with use. The more decisions that you make, the more you become a good decision maker. Listen to the world, but do what is right. So there are so many people who offer to come and give you advice. Some of them, they have never been into a class. No, nobody knows where they went to class. Nobody knows their classmates, their former classmates, but they come here pretending that they have all the information. And you, be knowledgeable as you are, you get yourself plunging into the ocean of confusion. This is the most unfortunate thing. You need to listen to the world, but do what is right. A good investor knows the right time to invest. A good investor knows the right time to invest, and he keeps his eyes on the current market scenario. We have a lot of information in the internet. What do you do with your net? Some of us people, we spend so much money on the internet, not adding value to ourselves, but just checking the platforms where exchange of gossip, where what is happening is taking place, which does not add value to this particular individual. So it is good to be a person who makes the right decisions and sticks to his or her decisions. And I've been telling people, it is in the moment of decision making that you shape your destiny. I want to thank especially my investors with Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. When I shared this information with you, some of you people, you have given us a lot of money, you have a lot of confidence in us, and we thank God for you. I have no words. I have no right words once again to express to you people. May God bless you. Another important quality for an investor is what we call patience. Let me spend a few minutes on patience. Wakati wahenga walisema subira yafuta heri na mstahimilivu hulabivu, I think he had seen so many individuals. Most of us people, we are so impatient. Even on our roads, some of us people, we not even have the courtesy to wait for other road users to use the road. As a matter of fact, we find ourselves trapped in traffic jams, not because those jams could have been there, but we have some people who are so impatient who thought that those other motorists, they had nowhere they were going, they have finally arrived at their destinations, and they come overtaking, blocking the incoming cars, and we find ourselves trapped in traffic for more than 5 hours. Because majority of us people, we don't have patience. I know if there was a hospital where some ladies can be helped to deliver children within 4 or 5 months, you'd see the queue, because most of us people are not patient. And I'm telling you, patience is a virtue. A good investor keeps calm and carries on. They are calm. Like now, I have told my clients at Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, we are waiting for 3 years before we start reaping our returns. And they have been patient. And I'll demonstrate shortly how patient some people are and how good some investors are. So a good investor creates wealth due to his patience. Those people who can, let me tell you, getting wealth is not an event, it's a process. It's like now becoming a doctor. I'm not proud. I was patient. I did the first degree, second degree, fourth degree, and I have been waiting for me to create. You have to be patient. You keep your eyes fixed to the goal, to the prize, and you be patient. Patience pays. It has been said that patience, it is probably the finest quality to have in life as an investor. And then a good investor, he has faith in his plans. Anything that you decide to do, have faith in it. They are persistent about sticking to their financial plans and commitment. So once you start a journey, take it to its logical conclusion. Do not keep on jumping. Those people who are jumping, they don't make money in investments. Investments requires people who are sober, people who are calm, and people who are patient. Imagine. Investors, good investors, they are not, they are savers or investors, but not spenders. Some of us people, we spend all the money that we have. We spend all the coins that we have. It's quite unfortunate. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you a quote. I'm going to quote a man by Mr. Benjamin Franklin, who was once the president of the United States of America. He said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. And that is why I'm whom I am today. I've invested in knowledge heavily. I've spent more than 8.5 million shillings on my education, but I think it has paid me dividends. So I'm encouraging all of you people who want to invest with us. Can you follow those five, just 5 simple principles, 5 simple qualities? Number one, and I repeat, number one, we said they have goals, they have financial goals and objectives. Number 2, he said they have the knowledge pertaining to the investment because they have put their money in. Number 3, they make the right decisions. Number 4, they are patient. And number 5, they are investors but not spenders. And I've given you a quote by Benjamin Franklin, who said that I quote him, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. And with those few remarks, I want first of all to thank some individuals here. Today is the first day of the month of May. And I normally request my clients or those people, those investors with Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, to have to pay by 10th. You wouldn't believe it. Today, I have written those checks, those receipts for our investors. Number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. 14 clients have already paid their subscription of me. This tells you the kind of confidence that people have with Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. Are you there and you want to join Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited? Time is running short. And I'm telling you, the more you allow many months to pass by, the more the burden. And of course, I want to remind those investors who are coming late that remember, you'll have compounded the duration. Those who started with us from day one, they are at a higher and advantageous position because they have invested their money for quite a long period of time, for 36 months. Those who are joining us, remember the duration is shortening. So I'm urging all those desirous of joining us, please join us early enough so that we can now close this door of Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. To join Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, you do a very simple thing. You just give us your email address. Then after you have given us your email address, you'll be able to send you the application form. That application form, once you fill in the application forms, please pay the non-refundable registration fee of 5,000 shillings. Then you need now to pay, as we speak right now, the figures have gone up. It is 112,000 shillings plus 5,000. Last month, in the month of April, it was 96. If you had 96,000, because one share is 16,000 shillings. One share is 16,000 shillings. So if you now multiply 16 by 7 months, we expect you to pay 112,000 shillings plus 5,000. That is 117,000 shillings for you to be at par with the other investors. Just write us, send us your email address through our investment email address, which is questpinnacleinvestment@gmail.com, questpinnacleinvestment@gmail.com, or maybe send me your email address. That is through my number, personal number, 0722 633 I'll be able to respond to you on time, and I'll give you more information pertaining to Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. I want to thank all of you members for being my good friends. May God bless you, may God increase you, and may He keep you safe. And remember, you reap what you sow. Utafuna ulichopanda. Those who learn to consume their money. Remember, the energy levels that we have today will not be there tomorrow. So it is what you do today that will determine your position tomorrow. May God bless you. Let me just explain a few things about Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. We have floated a total of 125,000 shares. If all those shares are bought by our members, that will give us 2 billion shillings. The value of one share is 16,000 shillings. The maximum number of shares a member can buy are 625 shares. And you can join, when you are joining as an individual, you pay an refundable fee of 5,000 shillings. Corporate, you pay 10,000 shillings. And we'll be giving the returns after 3 years. We are not now talking about 3 years. We are talking about 2 years and 5 months' time. So those who have not joined, remember, time is getting squeezed. Please join us early enough so that you can become a beneficiary of this wonderful investment club. May God bless you. Always a pleasure talking to you. I can see that I have got about 7 people who are actually watching me. So you can drop me a text on my wall, either a comment, either a compliment, or either a complaint. I'll be able to respond before I bring to a close this particular show. Is there any comment from my members? I only see the numbers on my screen. So any comments, or you can say hi, wherever you are, and I can be able to recognize you. But I want to thank you, members, most sincerely for what you've done. You are an amazing group. I don't mind. I feel good when I'm writing this receipt for you. You can see now we are in receipt book number 8. All other receipt books have been exhausted. This is a clear testimony that God has done us proud. God has done us great. Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited is going places, not because of Paul Kebicho, but because of what God has enabled us to do. 3 years' time. You are talking about 3 years' time in the month of November, 8th November 2021. Now we are talking about 7 months' time to come. 2 years, 5 months to come. We start now enjoying our benefits. So may God bless you. Always a pleasure talking to you. Any comment from the floor? I'm waiting to see whether I'll get any comment on my wall unit, on my wall. Any comment, or you can just give us a comment, tell us where you are. And I want to thank most sincerely those guys from Qatar once again and Dubai. You are doing us proud, and our clients from USA, we thank God for you. And our clients from South Africa, our clients from Bahrain, I have no words to explain. From Vietnam, from Jordan, from Israel, thank you so much, and may God bless you. For those people who are in Kenya, I have no words once again. I want to thank you most sincerely. There are some of you who are so close to my office, you have been paying a lot of money, but you don't come. Please pay us a visit in our offices so that you can have some moment of meeting and, of course, discussing a few things. Any comments from the members before I call it a day? So I want to hear whether there's any comments. Please, I'm waiting for any comment on my wall before I end this show. Once again, I want to invite all of you to our evening show from 9:30 p.m. to 12 midnight. I'll be actually on Inoro FM, not Inoro FM, from 9:30 p.m. to 12 midnight. I'm inviting you in advance. Please join us. We have a wonderful topic to share with you people, and I believe God is going to bless all of us. I want to say thank you so much for the confidence once again, and especially those members of Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. I don't take it for granted. I thank God for those who have given us money for their 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, some of you 6 months. and you have paid now beyond what we expected, and we thank God for you. Your money is being invested in DPA, diversified portfolio accounts, and ensuring that we safeguard your interests seriously. May God bless you. Still we meet again. Shalom, shalom, shalom.